Hi, learners and leaders. This is Miss Griffith. I have another social emotional lesson for you today. The first part of this lesson, we are going to explore what a negative emotion is and explore what a positive emotion is. On the chart behind me, I have space for positive emotions and I have space for negative emotions. So, emotions are something you feel on the inside, and they can be positive, they can be negative, and we are going to work our way through them today. I'm first going to think of a positive emotion. One of the positive emotions that come to mind when I think of my students is love. Love is an emotion that anyone can feel. They can love other people, they can love animals, they can love their friends, they can love objects. So, love is certainly a good, positive emotion that people can feel. Now, a negative emotion or an emotion that is not so good to feel is anger. You can feel angry at people, you can feel angry at your classmates, at your parents, at your friends. Anger is a feeling that sometimes we feel, but it is a negative feeling or a bad feeling most of the time. Another negative or bad feeling that we can feel sometimes is fear. Fear is not always a good feeling. If you feel fear when you are doing something that is not necessarily causing fear for other people, maybe you're fearful that you're going to get a negative grade or a bad grade on a test, maybe you're fearful to talk to someone else in your class. Feeling fear is not always a good thing. It can be a negative thing or an unwanted thing, something you don't really want to feel sometimes. Now, in terms of positive emotions, another positive emotion after love is hope. The feeling of hope is a positive or a good emotion that you can feel. You can feel hopeful for yourself. I'm hopeful that I get better and better as a teacher every day. You could feel hopeful for other people. I hope that so and so does well on a test. You could feel hope many different ways, but it is a good or positive emotion most of the times. Another positive or good emotion is happiness. You may feel the emotion of happiness for a variety of different reasons. Sometimes I know that it takes the smallest things to make me happy. If I get one chocolate chip cookie for lunch, I'm happy. Or you can also take more larger objects that make you happy. So maybe I got to see my dad today or I got to see my mom today. That would certainly make me happy as well. So happiness is a positive and good emotion that you can feel. Now, in talking about negative emotions, a negative emotion that may not be something you would like to feel is being bored. Feeling bored is not something that you may want to feel, and it can be a bad feeling that doesn't make you very happy. Now, I want to come up with one more feeling for each. So, another negative or bad emotion would be the feeling of frustration. Anyone can feel frustrated. It can be over something minor or a major. Maybe I, as a teacher, would feel frustrated if I'm trying to make copies and the copy machine will not work. The feeling of frustration is not necessarily a good feeling. Now, one more positive emotion that I would like to talk about is the emotion of excitement. The feeling of excitement is a positive or good emotion. You can feel excited for any reason. Maybe you feel excited to open presents on Christmas morning. It is important to remember that emotions can be shared with others. So if you're feeling positive emotions, you can share those with others. If you're feeling negative emotions, you can also share those with others, even if you don't mean to. Now, what I'm going to do for the 4 negative emotions is I'm going to write them on a piece of paper. So the first one was anger. The second one is fear. The third negative emotion is bored. And the fourth is frustration. Now, we want to try and get rid of these negative emotions if they are sticking with us too long. It may be okay to feel anger for a short amount of time, depending on the situation, but you don't want to hold on to that anger. So for these negative emotions, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear them up. I do not want to feel frustrated. I do not want to feel bored. I'm tearing this emotion up. I do not want to feel fear. And I do not want to feel anger too often or too much. I am ripping up these negative emotions and I'm going to throw them away. You want to try to focus on the positive emotions. Like I said, you may feel negative emotions sometimes, but it's important to try and get yourself to feel those positive emotions. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye.